Learn about angles of regular polygons. When you talk about angles of regular polygons, what is it that you are expected to know at the end of the lesson as a student? Number one, you are being told that you are expected to understand and apply the formula for finding the interior angles of a regular polygon. That is the first. That is the first what? The first objective. Now, based on the first objective, any type of a polygon that you have, and remember they are regular. First of all, I want you to understand the concept of a regular polygon. A regular polygon is a polygon whose lengths of sides are equal. A regular polygon. Regular polygon. The sides, the lengths have equal measurement. Lengths have what? Have equal what? Have equal measurement. When you talk about a regular polygon, the sides have equal measurement. For example, when I want to show you, let's say for instance, I'm using what? I want to use this particular, what you're calling what? What you're calling a hexagon. A hexagon is one of, or an example of a regular polygon. Now, a hexagon has 6 sides. The measurement from here up to here, and the measurement from here up to here, and the measurement from here up to here, they are equal in length. Then that type of a polygon is called what? A regular polygon. Therefore, when you hear of a regular polygon, then it is simply a polygon whose measurement of the lengths are equal in measurement from one side to the other. For example, if I was to draw this example, what are some of the common regular polygons that we know? An example, I'll say we have a square. That is the shape of a square. With me here, you can see a square is there. I have a rectangle, and I have also this. So we have a rectangle, a square, there's a triangle there, yeah? And I'll also show you what is the formula for finding the interior angle of each of them as we move. Then on this other side, I have a pentagon. A pentagon has 5 sides. A hexagon has 6 sides. How many sides does a square have?
4.
Yes, Mbarak? 4 sides. How many sides does a rectangle have? 4 sides.
4.
Then I will want us now to try and see. For example, I will say what is the formula for finding the angle. Formula for finding the sum of interior. The sum of interior angles of regular polygon. Sum of interior angles of regular polygons. Then I'll go ahead and highlight on a number. So what is the formula? The formula is 180 degrees into bracket n minus 1. What is, so we are saying where 180 degrees is a constant. This is a constant. That is a constant. We have n. N stands for, or it represents the number of sides. It represents the number of sides of a regular polygon. N represents the number of sides of a regular polygon. N represents the number of sides of a regular polygon. 1 is a constant. This one here. 1 is also a constant number, meaning it doesn't change. So, for example, I will start by looking at common, or what we know, the popular or the common what? Polygons. The first one is a square. And we know that a square has 4 sides, and all the sides are equal in length. All the sides are equal in what? All the sides are equal in length. Now, for example, we are looking for the sum of these 4 angles. How many angles are inside a square? 1, 2, 3, 4. So, how many sides does a square have? 4 sides. What did we say is the formula? So, if we are calculating sum of interior angles of a square, sum of interior angles of a square is equal to 180 degrees into n minus 2. So what do we have? We have 180 degrees. You pay attention to it, yeah? 180 degrees into How many sides? There are 4 sides. Therefore, I have 4, take away 2. What do we have? 180 degrees multiplied by 2 is equal to 360 degrees. This is the sum of interior angles of a square. So that is the first one. Yeah? Whether you're talking about, let's say, what is that? Whether you're talking about a triangle, that is also a polygon, a triangle. But then a triangle has how many sides? 1, 2, 3. So what do? Sum of interior angles of a triangle is equal to 180 degrees into n minus 2. So, because a triangle has 3 sides, we will say it is 180 degrees into 3 take away 2. What is the answer? 180 degrees multiplied by 1. The sum of interior angles of a triangle is equivalent to 180 degrees, which is very true. If I add this angle, I add this angle and this one, I'm supposed to get a sum of what? 180 degrees. So, the first one, understand and apply the formula for finding the interior angles of regular polygons. So, these are just a few that I've shown you. For example, as we continue to advance on, you will realize I have already defined for you what is a regular polygon. And I've also gone ahead to give you the formula of finding the area of a regular polygon. Now, I would want to go ahead and list a number of regular polygons that we have to be able to know what is the formula of using them to find the sum of interior angles. So, I will start by listing. We have a pentagon. And I'll be asking you to tell me a pentagon has how many sides? N is equal to, a pentagon has how many sides, class? Anyone? Yes, Noor? 5. So a pentagon, N is equal to 5 sides. Good. Hexagon, who is answering, raise up your hand. If you know the answer. Hexagon, N is equal to how many sides, Mali?
6.
6 sides. Good. And you realize I'm listing them in order. Remember, I have already started with the examples of what? A square has 4. And hexagon, a triangle has 3. We go on. After hexagon, we have a heptagon. We have a what? Heptagon. N is equal to what? Who can tell us? Leila? 7. N is equal to 7 sides, if you're talking about a heptagon. From a heptagon, we have what you're calling what? An octagon. An octagon. Who will tell us? How many sides does an octagon have? Yes, inshallah? 8 sides. Good. 8 sides. N is 8 sides. Then, from an octagon, I go to a nonagon. I go to what? A nonagon. A nonagon has how many sides, class? Yes, Sumer? 9 sides. Good. So, N is equal to 9 sides. Then finally, I'll have to stop at a decagon. A decagon has how many sides? Decagon, from the word decade. A decade is a period of how many years? 10. Therefore, a decagon has how many sides? 10. Good. So we are saying N is equal to 10 sides. That is for a decagon. Now, I already told you that the formula for finding the area of these particular shapes. Remember, you're capturing everything that is in front of you saying. Yeah? So, the formula for finding the area of any regular polygon, whether it is a pentagon, whether it is a hexagon, whether it is a heptagon, octagon, nonagon, or a what? A decagon. I want to give you an example here that we find. Because we already looked at this, allow me to look at an example here, or I write a few examples which I'll solve. Then, I want you to also see or engage in maybe doing a number for me. For example, I'll give you this example. Example. Find the area, the sum, find the sum, we are looking at the sum. Find the sum of interior angles. Find the sum of interior angles of a regular polygon, of a regular polygon with 12 sides. With 12 sides. I already told you about the aspect of the formula. We already said, what is the formula? The formula says that sum of interior angles of a regular polygon is given by 180 degrees into n minus 2. Looking at our example class, looking at our example, what is our n? Who can tell us from our example above, what is our n? Hello? What is our n? We are saying, find the sum of interior angles of a regular polygon with the 12 sides. What is our n? What is our n from this question? What is n? N is equal to what? N is 12. Why? The number of sides. Therefore, we shall say 180 degrees into 12 take away 2. Yeah? 12 take away 2. What do we have?
10.
180 degrees multiplied by 10. So what is the sum of angles? 180 degrees times 10. What is the answer? 1800 degrees. And that becomes the answer. So that is the formula. That whenever you are being asked to find the sum of interior angles of a regular polygon with the 12 sides, that is the formula that you use. 180 degrees into n take away 2. And n is the number of sides. Even if I was to find the sum of a decagon, then I'll simply say that sum of interior angles, yeah? Sum of interior angles is equal to 180. The sum of interior angles of a decagon into 10 take away 2. What do we get? 180 degrees multiplied by 8. 10 take away 2 is 8. We multiply 8 times 0. 0. Remember it is in degrees. 8 times 8, 64. You write 4, you carry 6. Then 8 times 1 is 8. 8 plus 6 is what? Is 14. That becomes the answer. 1440 degrees. That is if you are finding the sum of interior angles of a what? A decagon. Now, while we look at this, we also need to know on how to find this. Look here. Calculate the interior and exterior angles of a polygon. That is the second objective. That by the end of this particular lesson, you are supposed to be able to calculate the interior and exterior angles of a regular polygon. Now, follow me through here. I want to draw a regular polygon here on the board. After I have drawn the regular polygon on the board, I will also want to show you something. For example, I am on the second objective. Calculate the interior and exterior angle of a regular polygon. For example, I am drawing what? A pentagon. A pentagon has 5 sides. Leila, ensure the screen is active. Can you activate it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, look on the board, class. This is a pentagon. How do we know that it is a pentagon? It has how many sides? 5. Therefore, I will want to show you something. That if I have drawn my pentagon like this, then this angle here, this one, this is interior angle. Yeah? The angle that is inside is called what? The interior angle. Yeah? Interior angle. Are you seeing? The angle that is inside is called what? The interior angle. While the angle that is outside is called what? Exterior angle. The angle that is outside is called exterior angle. Now look here. Interior angle, exterior angle. Now can you look? What is the relationship between these two angles? Who can tell us? What is the relationship between these two angles? Leila, what do you think? The interior angle and exterior angle. What is the relationship?
They're from the same shape.
They are from the same shape. Apart from that, what else can you see? They are angles on a straight line. They are angles on a straight line. Therefore, what I see, that if we are using that particular knowledge of angles on a straight line, then, let me erase this, then I'll show you something. Hello, let's pay attention. Look here. For example, this interior angle and exterior angle, when I add them, remember we are looking at the second objective. What happens? Interior angle, yes, interior angle plus exterior angle, interior angle plus exterior angle is equal to 180 degrees. What is the reason? What is the reason? I have already told you. They are angles on a straight line. They are angles on a straight line. So that is the reason that interior angle and exterior angle of a regular polygon, when you are adding them, the two angles of a regular polygon, you must get what? 180 degrees. Meaning, if I gave you a question that stated something like this, if I gave you an example of a question that looks like this, class, for example, find exterior angle, find exterior angle of a regular polygon, whose interior angle is 130 degrees. Whose interior angle is 130 degrees. And remember, I've already told you this. So if you have been given one angle, the interior angle you have, and then you're missing the exterior angle, you simply try and draw the sketch. What if this particular sketch of this particular polygon looks like this? I'm just giving you a sketch. That what are you being told? That the interior angle here, this one, is 130 degrees. We don't have the exterior angle. What is it? This angle here. The one on the outside. Then you will simply come and say, you can call this exterior angle x. Then you simply come and say 130 degrees plus x is equal to 180 degrees. We are looking for x, which is our exterior angle. That is the first method. Then now we come and say angle x is equal to 180 degrees take away 130. So what are we having? What is angle x class? 180 take away 130 is what?
150.
50 degrees. 50 degrees. Yeah. So that is the angle that you're talking about. That is one way of finding what? Exterior angle of a regular polygon. Apart from this particular method that I've taught you, alternative 1 method, alternative 2 will be like this. Alternative 2 will be like this. Of still finding exterior angle. This is now the second method. Of finding what? Exterior angle of a regular polygon. Now this is the second alternative, which says exterior angle is equal to, exterior angle is equal to 360 degrees out of n. And we already said what is n. We already said what is n. Exterior angle of a polygon. Exterior angle of a polygon. And show you captured clearly. So exterior angle of a polygon equals 360 out of n. We already said what is n. N is number of sides. Number of sides of a polygon. That is n. Number of sides of a polygon. Therefore now we shall go ahead and say 360 degrees. Yeah, I already talked about that. 360 degrees is a constant number. This one does not change. N, number of sides of a polygon. I'll give you an example. Example, look here. Example 2, talking about the same. And if you have a question, you are free to ask at any point. So example 2, let's say, find exterior angle. Find exterior angle of a regular polygon with let's say 10 sides. With 10 what? With 10 sides. So we are looking for exterior angle of a regular polygon with 10 sides. What did I say? I already gave you the formula that says exterior angle of a polygon is equal to 360 degrees out of n. So for this particular case, n is 10. Our n here is 10. The number of sides is 10. Therefore now we shall simply say 360 degrees out of 10. 0 and 0. What is the exterior angle? 36 degrees. And that becomes your solution. So I have given you two alternatives. One alternative of finding the exterior angle is here. That interior angle plus exterior angle is equal to 180 degrees. So if you have been given an interior angle, you are looking for the exterior angle. Simply say angles on a straight line add up to 180 degrees. Therefore, what do? You subtract. Yeah? You subtract. You say you take the interior angle, subtract it from 180 degrees to find the missing angle, which is the exterior angle. That is alternative 1. Alternative 2 is here. Exterior angle of a polygon is equal to 360 degrees divided by n. What is n? The number of sides of the polygon. I've given you here an example. That find an exterior angle of a regular polygon with 10 sides. So exterior angle of a polygon is equal to 360 out of n. And what is n? From our above example, n is 10. n is 10. Therefore, 360 out of 10. And now the exterior angle is what? 36 degrees. 360 divided by 10, and you find that. Now, our last objective according to this, that we are supposed to be able to apply. Yeah? To apply and find this. For example, apply knowledge of angles in context of, look here, in context of, in real world context, such as architecture, design, and sports. Now, for example, so this, the third objective, can you pay attention here, look here. The third objective, can you try to scroll down? I want to explain something. Okay? Now here, what is the standard goal that we are supposed to look at? Is we are supposed to be able to solve real world and mathematical problems involving angle measurement, understand and use the sum of interior and exterior angles of polygons. Go down. So these are the materials that you are using. You can see we are using the whiteboard and the marker, the ruler, the protractors, printed handouts, which I have already given you. Go down again. The projector, which you are using. Now, apart from that, now, so, for example, we know what is supposed to be an angle. What do we know about the angles in a triangle, a square, and a rectangle? Angles in a triangle, we already said, they add up to 180 degrees. Angles in a square add up to 360 degrees. Angles in a rectangle also add up to 360 degrees. Can you scroll down? Now, so I've already talked about this, introducing the concept of polygons, explaining a polygon is a closed shape with straight sides, and I already shown you here. So these are examples of polygons. Any shape that is closed with straight sides, these are what you're talking about. What? About polygons. And we've discussed examples of polygon, starting with a triangle, a what? A rectangle, a square, a pentagon, another one, Leila, a hexagon, another one, a heptagon, another one, a decagon, another one, an octagon, apart from an octagon, yes, a nonagon. A nonagon has how many sides? 9 sides. An octagon has how many sides? 8 sides. So we need to know about all that. Now, those are, yeah, when you're talking about what? The concept of knowing what is this, yeah? Then real world connection. For example, explain how are angles important in designing structure like building. For example, when you look at your classroom, look here. When you look at your classroom, this angle here is an angle of 90 degrees. That is construction. I see. So angles are very important when you're talking about the construction. Even here when they are constructing the classroom, this angle here is 90 degrees. Same to this angle here is 90 degrees. So that is how important angles are in terms of what? Construction. Whether you're constructing a house, buildings, bridges and roads, angles are very important. Now, also, angles are critical in sports like soccer. For example, when you are positioning the goal posts, basketball court design, you construct the basketball court design using angles and also architecture, and when you're doing what? When you're constructing what? Roof designs. Can you try to go down? So here, in this particular notes that I'll be sending for you, they have defined for you what is a regular polygon. I already said a regular polygon is a polygon where all sides and angles are equal. A regular polygon where all angles and sides are what? Are equal. Formula for interior angles, we started by me giving you those particular formula. Interior angle of a regular polygon is given by n into n subtract 2 multiplied by 180 degrees, where n is the number of sides. Is it clear? N is the number of sides. Then this formula calculates the measure of each interior angle in a regular polygon. So this particular notes I'll be sending them for you in your Google Classroom. Now, formula for exterior angle. What I've just done for you now. Exterior angle of a regular polygon is equal to 360 out of n. And it is here in the notes. Exterior angle of a regular polygon is equal to 360 out of n. That is the formula. Yeah? Then the sum of exterior angle of any polygon is equal to 360 degrees. If you are to add the entire sum, then you are supposed to be able to get that particular value. Let's go down. Now, if you look at this, use diagrams to illustrate regular polygons. If you look at what I have here, it was trying to illustrate that these are examples of regular polygon. For example, these are hexagon, and the hexagon has one side, the second, third, fourth, fifth, and sixth side.
Yes, there is.
Are we getting each other? Hey. Now, if you look here, so this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. 6 sides, that is for hexagon. If you look at a pentagon, it has how many sides? 5 sides. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Therefore, we've covered a number of things that I would like us to recap, yeah, or reflect on. The various types of regular polygons. Maintain silent, please, Yalani. Various types of what? Regular polygons. I started by saying examples are things such as the square, the rectangle, yeah? We have a pentagon, a hexagon, an octagon. Apart from before we reach to an octagon, there's a heptagon there with 7 sides, octagon with 8 sides, a nonagon that has 9 sides, and the decagon has how many sides? 10. So that is what you're supposed to know. Apart from that, I have also taught you the formula for finding the sum of interior angles of a polygon, and the formula is there on the board. I've taught you, can you scroll up a bit? So the formula is here, finding the sum of interior angles here is okay. And take away 2, multiply by 180. Then apart from that, I've also taught you the 2 formulas for finding the exterior angle of a regular polygon. 360 divided by n. That is one formula.
What is that?
Hello? Are you going to pay attention?
What is that?
Hussein, let's pay attention. So, exterior angle of a regular polygon, 360 out of n. The second formula was here. Interior angle plus exterior angle is equals to 180 degrees. Therefore, if at all you are missing any, you have the exterior angle and you don't have the interior angle, you simply say 180 degrees, subtract from it the angle that you have, you find the missing angle. If you have the interior angle and you are missing the exterior angle, you will simply say 180 degrees, subtract from it the interior angle, you find the exterior angle. And I showed you that by doing an example. Therefore, for today, I will want us to stop there. And in case you have any question, these particular notes, I'll be sending them for you where? In your Google Classroom for you to go through them. And if at all you find you have any question in the course of your revision, come to me, then I'll be willing to explain that particular question. Let's stop there.